What's up, y'all? We back. Episode 2, if that's what it takes. The mercenary said, don't worry. I was only paid to make you a little less pretty, sis. Just be a good girl and stay still. No one has to die. Solana said, I understand. I won't fight back. Just don't hurt anyone. He said, good girl. Okay, hold on for a second. Just one question, sir. How about I make your stupid face less pretty first? Period. The mercenary said, how did I not see such a ravishing beauty behind you, Lady Solana? I said, why don't you just leave us alone, ramen hair, period. Solana said, Jess, don't do this. Please don't do this. The Green Scarves are known for being ruthless, but they are men of their words. If all he has to do is make sure I can't make it to the draft, I say, oh, hell nah, sis. I've been through enough crap today, and you don't want to mess with me or my friend, period. The mercenary said, I was paid to scar Lady Solana's face, but you? I'm gonna enjoy taming you tonight. Okay, get back, girl. Get back. Stand back for a second. Because I got something for him. He said, such a lovely face. Too bad you got a mouth on you. Okay, he got muscular arms, y'all. Steel broadsword. He's got to be extremely strong if he can swing that sword. Okay, I'm going to have to, I'm going to disarm him, y'all. With a quick swing, you knock the sword out of his hand, period. He said, you little wench. Y'all, knock him out. Okay, my turn, you little skag. Dodge. Dodge him. Too slow. Right. Y'all, knock him out. Period. And he said, wait, I surrender, girl. Please have mercy on me. Look, I ain't killing nobody, but I should probably give him a good scare. I ain't no killer, you understand me? You tried to harm my friend, you forced my hand, bro. Solana said, yes, we probably should let him go, or his whole guild will come after us. Ben Gregory said, give us your word that you won't pursue House Duran again. He said, the Green Scars will always honor our contract, one way or another. However, I won't come after House Duran anymore. You have my word. In fact, I've just become their latest target. They don't tolerate failures. Ben Gregory said, that don't concern me, bro. Get out. Right. He said, thank you for your mercy, sir. And my lady, whoever you are, I wish you good fortune. Not you wishing me good fortune, I just knocked you out. Go on, get out of here. Get out of here. Go on. You alright, sir? Solana said, Father. He said, I'm fine, Solana. Thanks to your new lady friend. I believe an introduction is in order, but first I need to sit down. Mirabelle said, come, Solana. Let's get your father to the study. Okay, Mirabelle said, you gonna introduce us, my dear girl? She said, of course, mother. This is Jess. She's a good friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Baron and Baroness. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's an honor to meet you, Sir Gregory. we gonna play the part, y'all. Baron Gregory said, Jess, you have very impressive skills. Thank you, sir. Mirabelle said, such good manners, too. How did you two meet? Solana said, Jess is from a farm on the outskirts. She trades her crops with us often. Mirabelle said, how did a farmer's daughter like you learn how to fight? I mean, sometimes wolves attack our sheep. I learned how to defend myself since then. Gregory said, that's impressive. I said, Sir Gregory, if I may ask, do you know anything about the Journal of Wade the Outsider? Gregory said, even if that really existed, it would be in the relic chamber in the palace. It's just a fable that is passed down from generations. Why did you ask? I mean, I need to take... Solana said, Jess has always been interested in Wade the Outsider. She loves fables. Mirabelle said, such a curious girl. No wonder you two became friends. Solana said, Father, Jess would like to serve House Duran. Mirabelle said, Greg, weren't we trying to find a reliable lady in waiting for Solana? Okay, what's a lady in waiting, y'all? Solana said, that's what I wanted to ask you, Father. As you can see, we can trust Jess with my life. She would be the perfect lady in waiting for me. Gregory said, she's very resourceful. That is true. Very well. I'll make the arrangements. We have a few days until the draft. Until then, you need to teach her the ways, Solana. Okay. Mirabelle said, we're lucky to have you with us, Jess. Okay, thank you, sis. Mirabelle said, your father needs to rest, my dear girl. Jess, learn well. I'll check on your progress tomorrow. Yes, madam. Solana said, sleep well, father. Bye, y'all. Solana said, you were so brave, Jess. I didn't know a woman like you could fight like that. I said, where I come from, women are strong and look out for themselves, period. We fight for what we want and take it. Solana said, oh, Jess, never mention taking things from the relic chamber. The relic chamber in the palace is a forbidden area. Only the king and queen can step foot in it. I said, that's why you're trying to get me to serve House Duran? She said, yes. You'll come to the draft with me as my lady in waiting. We can go to the palace together. Okay, then I can try to find the journal. By the way, I'm dying to know what a lady in waiting is. Am I your maid now? Solana said, no, a lady in waiting is not a maid. It's more like a court lady. You'll be my companion and assist me with various court duties. Okay, court duties? I gotta make your bed. I don't even make my own bed. Solana said, Jess, lady in waiting is a high position. There are noble women who take on this position for higher noble women. You'll never have to make my bed, but you have a lot to learn. To start with, you'll learn Ethanian dancing, embroidery, and writing. Let me show you. Okay, fabulous. Okay. Do the lawnmower, period. Yeah. Break it down. Okay, here's King Cletus's chamber, y'all. Okay, there go Tank Top, y'all. Oh, no, that ain't Tank Top. That's the other one. Your Majesty. King Cletus said, how's the preparation for the draft? Royal Guard Charles said, it's mostly finished, Your Majesty. However, there's been a minor change in the list. Gloriana of House Guinevere had an accident and she can no longer walk. The Queen has taken her off the list. What you mean you had an accident? Right, King Cletus said an accident. He said, rumor is the Green Scars mercenaries staged the accident, but no one knows who handed them the contract. King Cletus said, rumor or not, I don't care. House Guinevere is of a lesser nobility. Accidents like this happen every draft. People lose their legs every day, B. They just women. Speaking of which, where's that dancer girl? Charles said, I escorted Consort Amy here. She awaits your order outside your chamber, Your Majesty. He said, send her in. Okay. Look, y'all. Amy said, Your Majesty. He said, you look very beautiful in this white dress. She said, thank you. He said, from now on, I want you to wear white only. Inform your lady in waiting to pick the correct apparel. She said, yes, Your Majesty. He said, I trust that you got yourself familiar with the way of night attendance. She said, yes, Your Majesty. Queen Mara was my mentor. He said, then let us begin. Start undressing and blow out the candles. Okay. Okay. Oh, she got to undress him? That's part of night attendant. Okay. Amy blew out the candles in the chamber as King Cletus laid down on his bed. Okay. He said, you're very good at this. She said, thank you. My queen taught me how to serve my king in great details. He said, girl, don't mention that lady when you on night attendance, right? She said, yes, Your Majesty. Please forgive me. He said, oh, little bird, I'm so gonna punish you. Not punish you. Oof. So, my king. Oh, Lord, y'all. The next morning, Palace of Ethania. Okay. Consort Amy said, good morning, Lady Bianca. Lady Penelope. Penelope said, Consort Amy. The king announced your promotion to concubine this morning. I believe congratulations are in order. Amy said, thank you, my lady. Penelope said, you forgot one thing, Lady Bianca. Consort Amy has not had her ceremony yet. Bianca said, that's true. She's still Consort Amy as of now. So Consort Amy just addressed us as equals when we're ranked higher than her? Bianca said, she didn't curtsy to us either. Penelope said, that is outrageous, sis. A consort overstepping her boundaries? Tammy said, my apologies, Your Graces. Oh, it's too late now, Amy. Please forgive me. Bianca said, for ages, all higher ranked empresses had the right to discipline the lower ranked. That is necessary to ensure order within the palace. Amy said, please, Your Graces. What's the punishment for disrespecting a crown concubine, Lady Bianca? Bianca said, 20 slaps for disrespecting a crown concubine, 15 for a concubine. 35 slaps? I don't know, Lady Bianca. I just had my nails painted. Bianca said, have her sent to the guardsmen. Tell them concubine Bianca ordered them to carry out the punishment on Consort Amy. Penelope said, hopefully poor Amy will be lucky enough to keep all her gorgeous white teeth, like her white apparel. Oh, they gonna slap her and make her teeth fall out? That's crazy. my God. The king might even like it more if we decorate her white dress with a hint of red lilies. Amy said, please, your graces, I'll do anything. Penelope said, let me escort you to the back room, Consort Amy. We wouldn't want you to get lost. Oh, look, Amy. You shouldn't have. That's crazy. Okay, here go Baron Gregory's estate, y'all. I said, I need a break, Solana. There's only so much I can learn over a few days. She said, we can take a break. I can keep teaching you after the draft. It's going to take a long time for you to talk like an Ethanian. I said, y'all keep talking about this draft, girl. What's it about? She said, every age, all daughters of noble houses who have reached adulthood have to attend the draft. We aren't given a choice. King Cletus will pick some of us to be his consorts. I said, his consorts? How many wives does he have? She said, I don't know, but it's a huge honor to be chosen. I said, that's messed up, right? She said, it's the way of Ethania. Houses gain power by having an empress by the king's side. That's why father wants me to be chosen, even though we may never see each other again. I said, and that's why the mercenary dude tried to ruin your pretty face, right? She said, yes, Duchess Isolde is very powerful. She'll do anything to ensure her daughter, Lady Roxanne, to be chosen in the draft. I said, what'll happen if you don't get chosen? She said, we'll be sent back home. Then we'll be free to marry anyone. I said, it seems like the most rewarding option to me, right? Solana said, I gotta do this, Jess, for my family. An outsider like you may never understand. Let us continue the training. I need to make sure you can talk like a real Ethanian before the draft. Okay, let's do this. She said, no, it's of course, my lady. Shall we do this? Okay, whatever, girl. Gonna talk like this anyway. Alright, y'all, it's midnight. The Ethania Palace Garden. There go Amy. Did they knock you out, girl? They ain't knock you out the way they said they was gonna do. Zeddy said, my lady, are you okay? Consort Amy said, should I be? Zeddy said, it's very late, my lady. Shall I escort you to the chamber? She said, who are you? Why are you here? She said, I'm Zeddy the maid, my lady. It's my duty to clean up the gazebo every night. Amy said, cleaning up for the king and his wives. That's how it's always been. Anything unneeded, anything in your way, it has to go. Zeddy said, girl, what you talking about? Amy said, I was the most beautiful within the contours and the best dancer. I was supposed to be a concubine tomorrow. Now I'm forbidden from entering the king's chamber again, as my face has become a horror to look at. The king will never remember me again. The queen has closed her door on me. I'm nothing but one of the things waiting to be cleaned up. Just leave me be. Zeddy said, please, my lady. She said, leave me. Okay. Look, you ain't gotta tell her twice. Look. What your face look like, Amy? Let's see. Turn around. So let's see. Alright, y'all. This is Baron Gregory's estate. The day of the draft. Solana said, mother has some lady-in-waiting dresses arranged for you. Lady-in-waiting dresses are either black or white. Try them on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start earning influence points. Influence points will affect the story. Okay. Okay, if I present myself better, Solana might have a better shot in the draft. Okay, yeah. So let's look at the conservative black dress. Okay, that's kind of cute. What else? The gold collar. Oh, that's one influence point? What else do I have? No. I do like the black one though. Conservative white dress. Do I get an influence point? I don't get no influence point with that? Okay. I kind of like the black dress, but I also like that gold dress. I'm gonna do the black one. I think I did this one last time too. And then I get an influence point, I think. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do this one. It don't look like much, but I'm not supposed to outshine Solana anyway. Right. Solana said, if you're ready, it's time to bid our farewells to father and mother. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Solana, is that what you wearing? You gonna pick something better? Cause I don't really like your dress. Baron Gregory said, remember everything I taught you, girl. The future of House Durand is in your hands. Mirabelle said, Greg. He said, I know I don't show it, but I do love you, baby girl. Be safe, be strong, and always have courage. Solana said, Father. Mirabelle said, winter is coming, my dear. Wear enough clothes. Look at them crying, y'all. Mama, calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna be fine, Mama. Don't worry about me. Mirabelle said, look after yourself, dear. It's every man for himself once you enter the palace. Solana said, I will, Mother. We'll meet again, I promise. She said, I'm trusting you with the life of my only child, Jess. Please protect her and let no one harm her. Oh, I won't, girl. I got hands for everybody that stepped to Solana. Look, you got my word. Solana said, we gotta head out, Father. Mother, farewell. She said, farewell, my dear. May happiness fill your heart each day your whole life through. Bye, girl. Okay, y'all. Solana, you ain't gonna change your clothes. You ain't got no gown or something. Look at all these women. They are your opponents. Solana, don't be shushing me, girl. She said, hush, Jess. They'll hear you. They're not my opponents. It don't work like that. It's all up to King Cletus. If he doesn't like any of us, he'll send us all home. Okay, or he'll like all of you and make all of you consorts. Solana said, it can happen, but not likely. There's still more ladies coming to the draft. King Cletus and Queen Mara are seeing a different group of ladies as we're all waiting here. I said, you recognize any of these women? Look around. She said, that's Lady Victoria, daughter of Lord Montague. I said, is the lady behind her a lady in waiting too? She said, yes. I think she's from a lesser noble house. I don't know her name though. Okay. That's Lady Colette, daughter of Baron Rowan. She's a lesser noblewoman like me. I said, she don't have a lady in waiting? Solana said, no, I don't think so. Okay. This Lady Roxanne, daughter of Duke Benedict. Is that the girl that tried to kill you? Right. Said she from the house who hired the Green Scars mercenary. Solana said, yes. Look at her arrogant expression. Even her lady in waiting is looking unfriendly. That would be Lady Candy. She's the daughter of Baron Rolfe. Okay. I don't think I've seen this lady before. She don't have a lady in waiting either. Probably from a lesser noble house. I said, so having a lady in waiting actually helps? Solana said, indeed, Jess. It's a display of higher status. However, behind these titles we're friends. Always remember that. Okay, you sounded more and more like Angel Girl. Okay, Royal Guard Charles said, my ladies, King Cletus and Queen Mara are ready to see you. Royal Guard Josh says, this way, my ladies. That's my man, y'all, tank top. That's my homie. Okay. Solana, we still should have picked you something better to wear, sis. King Cletus said, not bad. Still nothing impressive. Mara said, Your Majesty, you've seen 5 dozens of ladies. If you don't start picking, 5 dozen? Hello? He said, I'm looking for a woman who can bear me a promising heir. I need the best. She said, our concubines are not getting any younger, and we just lost Consort Amy a couple days ago. He said, I had such high expectations for her. That dumb woman took her own life. She was weak. Oh my God. She was weak. Yo, that's why I'm picking the best. Not only do they need to look presentable, they must be mentally competent. Yeah, that's crazy. Queen Mara said, of course, my king. Shall we begin? Cletus said, proceed. Okay, Lady Victoria. She said, how do you do, Your Majesty? King Cletus said, House Montague is known for their beauty. You have a fair face, but not enough to keep my eyes occupied. Oh, my God. Girl, sit back. Victoria said, Your Majesty, I'm so sorry. I'm wearing this red dress. It's your favorite color. He said, so to make up for what you lacking, you tried to manipulate me with a ruby gown. Ooh. I like King Cletus. He's sassy. He is sassy. She said, no, Your Majesty, I'm not. Please forgive me. He said, ruby is the color for my Queen Mara. By wearing this ruby gown, you have shown how disrespectful you are. You and this other girl wearing ruby gowns, get out. Oh my God. Hey, girl, get on. You ain't even got no lady in waiting. Go ahead, girl. You should have moved to the back anyway. Queen Mara said, Lady Colette. She said, Your Majesty. King Cletus said, she looks dull. Next. All right, girl, you can go too. You hurry up. If you catch them other two, you can go ahead with them. Catch a ride back. Queen Mara said, Lady Roxanne. Yeah. Roxanne said, how do you do, Your Majesty? He said, "You're Duke Benedict's daughter, aren't you?" She said, "Yes, Your Majesty." He said, "Not bad at all. Very nice choice of attire either. Elegant without excessive decoration." Mara said, "Looks like we have a new consort, Your Majesty." He said, "Seems like it." "Okay. Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you." Queen Mara said, "Lastly, Lady King Cletus said she can go." Ooh! She let me get the name out. That's crazy. He said she may have a pretty face, but her features are nothing special, and her attire is nothing impressive. I told you, Solana, we should have picked you a new dress. We have Consort Roxanne now. We are done here. Hold on for a second. Look at me in the back. Hold on. Excuse you, Your Majesty. Excuse you. You are being unfair, and you are ingrate. And you sassy.